U.S. President Donald Trump's labeling of the COVID-19 virus as a China virus has been strongly criticized by some African Union and Ethiopian government officials. Some of the officials CGTN spoke to, including the Africa Centers for Disease Control Director General, the Ethiopian Minister of Health, as well as ambassadors of South Africa and Djibouti to the African Union, said the comments were inappropriate. They said the comments were misleading and had shifted the world's focus from the serious task of fighting the virus. The official said China has, due to its experience, successfully tackled the coronavirus and should play a major role in the global effort in battling the pandemic.
This virus is a virus that's attacking humanity without any difference to any race or culture or color or religion. So it's a fight and a test that we are facing as a globe. So it should never be linked to any specific population or color or race. So I think we should all really join hands in terms of the fight against this outbreak. And that's when we can really control it all over the world.
I think this is clearly a global fight. It requires global solidarity and global coordination, and no stigmatization and no discrimination. In the history of infectious diseases, we know that once you start discriminating, you make the fight harder for us to win the virus. The enemy is the virus, not China, not Africa, or not Europe or America. We should stay focused on what the enemy is. The enemy we are fighting is the COVID-19 virus.
It's not China virus, and we need to follow the China's authority on this issue, because China take very strong decision and stop the virus. We need to do the same thing as African countries, because this thing is very, very, very dangerous. And as African countries, we don't have any possibility or money to fight this thing. So we need the solidarity coming first from China and other partners.
I don't think it's a fair commentary, because any virus can originate from any part of our globe. Now due to the globalization, the world is becoming a village. So any disease, not only viral infection, but any bacterial, protozoal, any epidemic can start from somewhere, but it can go into all the border of the globe. So I don't think naming a virus a Chinese virus, or tomorrow maybe a virus can originate from Ethiopia and someone is going to say Ethiopian virus, and so that's not a right commentary. I think it should be corrected.
All we need to do as humanity is to work together, collaborate to deal with this pandemic. This is probably the dangerous pandemic the world has seen in the recent past. So what is required, therefore, is total commitment, working together to ensure that we all deal with this. There's no time for blame game.
This is very bad. To be honest with you, labeling is not appropriate in any part of our world today. Whether in Africa or the United States or Europe, this is a global pandemic, and no one can be labeled, and no one can be blamed for bringing or spreading this. It is a global pandemic. So we have to work together to make sure that we prevent ourselves, we prevent our population, the global humanity, and we should work together. Otherwise, if we start blaming, then we will lose focus on fighting the disease. The focus will be on blaming, and that's not, that is exactly the opposite what we are doing here. Our Prime Minister initiated it with Jack Ma, and Mr. Jack Ma was very active and initiative and working together with bringing all the institutions that I called before, and now we are delivering the goods to make sure that the population is protected. But labeling doesn't help.
It's definitely a global fight. I think we need to pull together to address it.